Hello there, my name is Muireann, and I am interested in Lift Ireland as I feel like there's a lot of key messages or values in the work that I have been doing over the last 20 years in the field of education, special education, and well-being in education that would correspond with the values in Lift Ireland. Just to say a little bit about myself, I would have over 20 years experience working in management roles and in other roles in schools and education settings in Ireland, and I would have been involved with the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, writing curriculum that's appropriate for learners, worked with Special Education Support Service, National Council for Special Education, and other bodies. And so in those roles, I would have felt that I had to work in an advocative role for some vulnerable children, whether it would be because of demographics or circumstances they would have had challenges, or whether it's because of learning profiles they would have had challenges, or maybe even working in an advocative role for a family who are experiencing difficulties. And when I looked at the LIFT values, I found that a lot of that corresponded with the work I do in behaviour and wellbeing in schools and with educators and with parent bodies all over the country. Where it comes to listening, I would have long advocated for the voice of the child, in particular the voice of those who don't use the typical methods of communicating. So perhaps nonverbal children, children with special needs, the families of those with special needs, and advocating for those and supporting those who can speak and can be heard, but perhaps not in the same way as everybody else. And I feel that that's a very important role in my career. When it comes to having a positive attitude, I know that in the field of well-being, we talk a lot about it's okay not to be okay. And so support, non-judgment, positivity and positive reinforcement are never more badly needed than they are now in society and in businesses. Where it comes to respect, there's so much to be learned from walking the talk and showing that actions and consistent actions can speak louder than words. And where it comes to competence, dedication and determination, I have a long time working with families and with difficult situations where I know that over time I would have had to adapt and mold the role that I find myself in so that I can best support those with whom I'm working. It changes and it evolves all of the time. And it's important to have dedication and determination, and that means adaptability, as well as having empathy and understanding, because everybody comes into our lives every day with a different skill set. It's never going to be the same as yesterday as it will be tomorrow, because we're constantly working on managing everything that we have to manage, whether it's school lessons or whether it's rearing a family. Honesty and integrity are part of everything that I've been involved in as a mandated reporter and a child protection ambassador. So hopefully this gives a little bit of a flavour as to why I would be interested in being involved in Lift Ireland. I do feel like leading Ireland's future together. Education is a huge area which should be included. So thank you so much for listening.